how you create a presentation using Google Drive. Okay, so first what you would do is you would go to your Google account, you would punch in your codes, your password and email, and then you would press enter, and this would pop up. Then you would come to this part of the screen, this top part, and you would scroll all the way down to the word Drive. You click Drive, and you will see this page. On this page, it'll give you several options of what you can create. You can either create a folder, a document, a presentation, a spreadsheet, a form, or a drawing. In this case, we are going to create a presentation. Now the cool part about this is Google has its own suite. So say if you're working collaboratively with, say, another CSIS to come up with a PowerPoint presentation or presentation for Google's sake, what you would do is you would create it, and then it's a living document. So as a result of that, you and your partners can actually create this particular presentation together. So, and you don't have to be in the same place. I've done this working with 2 different work groups, and it was successful, so I definitely recommend it. I'm going to show you some of the presentations that I created in the past, just so that I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I wouldn't go there. I would go to Open, and here in Open, it will show you some of the presentations that I've done. The last one was with the transition group. This is a presentation that was created through a collaborative effort of myself, Katia, and Chris. So here it is. It's loading. So at one point, Chris emailed this PowerPoint presentation to one of us. And then Katia and I sat down and we imported it into Google Presentation. Why? We did this so that we would not have multiple copies of different versions of this particular presentation. Save time, save memory on your computer if you do this, and it's pretty fun. So you'll see, like, if you go into the actual presentation one day and then the next day you might see some of the edits that someone else may have contributed. So basically, when you want to create a presentation using Google Docs, and basically what you would do to have others collaborate on the particular presentation is you would come around to this and you would click share. I just clicked share, and in this you would invite whoever you want to be a part of this presentation. I'm going to invite myself using my other email address, my Mac email. So you would basically put in their email address, and you would give them certain privileges. In this area, I would like this person to be able to edit. So you would click it. If I don't want them to edit, if I want them to just comment, I can click this here. If I want them to just view it without editing, I don't want to see their comments, I can just put can view. And then you would pretty much send it out here, and I would get an invitation. That person would get an invitation to do what I just said. Close this out. So the next feature of Google Drive I want to introduce, let me close this out. I'm going to go all the way up here and close it out. The next feature that I want to introduce is the actual ability to create Google Form. And what you would do is you would choose a template. I think I like those cherry blossoms. Double click on the template, and then you would maybe figure out which questions you might want to ask. Google Forms is just a different way to create, like, maybe a survey, a questionnaire, or maybe even a exit ticket. Why would you use Google Forms in the classroom? Well, some kids really have issues with writing or expressing what they know in the classroom setting, and maybe they want an opportunity to do some sort of exam virtually, maybe something at home using their mobile devices. So anyway, to start up a form, maybe you might want to create an inventory as to how your students learn in the beginning of the year. Maybe I can write down how do you do you learn best? I can decide to make this a multiple choice type of question. I can choose to make it open-ended paragraph text. You might need to check the boxes, choose from a list. I'm going to choose multiple choice. I am an auditory learner. I am a visual learner. I can add another option. I am a kinesthetic learner, and so forth. Hopefully I spelled that right, but it doesn't look like I did. Okay, let me see. That's not it. All right. Alan, how do you spell kinesthetic? Alan, how do you spell kinesthetic?
Kinesthetic.
Oh, that's not it. Maybe they never heard of it. All right. Well, you know what I mean. So, the next question might be,
No, I was wrong.
You were wrong. Was it with an H there?
I spelled kinetic.
Kinetic. No, it's kinesthetic.
I didn't spell kinesthetic.
No, that's not it.
I spelled kinetic.
Okay. Well, when we find out how to spell kinesthetic, that's when we'll send this out. So I'm going to leave it at just one question for now, just so you can see the gist of it. Okay, so we're going to view this form. Wow, look how cute. This is the form. Of course, if it was a longer form or a more specific form, a form with more questions, you would actually see it take up most of the page. It's pretty loud. Oh, wow, I wish I had given it a title. But you can do that. That's an option. So basically, you would email this out to any students or any teachers, and then you would get the responses back. I'll show you a survey that I did with some teachers back in January, asking them about their technology use. Let me go back to my Google Drive. Interactive whiteboard use. This was a survey that I sent out. I was collecting data for my inquiry team. This is so cool. Okay, so at this point, I want to go to the live form. I actually turned this off. It shouldn't be on, but this is how it looks. This was the template that I decided to choose. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 questions. No, it's not 8 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions. Okay. And multiple choice, really simple. So this is how it looks when they get it. Here's an option to edit the form if I wanted to change it around a little bit. This is how it looks as you enter in the questions. Okay. Now to view the responses, I did get 60 responses for this particular survey. I would go here and the summary is here, and it provides a graphic representation of the responses to each question, which is pretty cool. I have full access to a working interactive whiteboard. About 75% of teachers said they did. So I did use this in a presentation last week, and it was pretty fun. Okay, so let me go back to the spreadsheet, because once you create one of these forms, it gives you the option to see it in a spreadsheet form, which is pretty nice. You can see all of the responses. So in essence, if you were to use this, maybe you were collecting everybody's contact information for a party or get together. All this information will be typed out here, what everybody would bring, best way to reach them, things of that nature. Or if you wanted to ask, do something collaboratively, or create a needs assessment for teachers that you choose, that you're going to support in the schools, you can ask them what they would need support in, and then just get a feel for some of the PDs that you might be able to present to them. So that's the two features that I wanted to share with you about Google Docs. I gotta get out of this. I'm gonna just close it out. Go here. And that's basically it. So hopefully you can use this information to help you get a little bit more tech savvy. And thank you for listening. Take care.